Is it really possible to determine Kaito's actual cause of death? Yeah? I lost the health off that dumb shit? Bro. What kind of confidence is that? It's not possible. Skipping. There we go. Explain, shit stain.
The flashback light became the motive.
Yeah.
When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
You are naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me!
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow, and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other. Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back.
What?
Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow.
How did he get one in his arm?
That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died. And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless, and that mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow. But then... What?
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
Damn.
That's so mean!
This dude Kaito.
But that was my first mistake.
What the fuck?
Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito.
Is that a
When I
confession?
returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote. But Kokichi stole it from him.
Sorry, but I can't die here. Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Damn it!
Stop!
That's hilarious.
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not, because now another class trial is going to start.
Class trial?
For
I'll be the Blackened
Kaito.
for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
You still would have been the
couldn't help
Blackened.
Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
What?
Aw, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki.
You know Shuichi was gonna
Situation just
find
got
out.
way worse.
I'm the MVP.
Maki is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me.
Big
Don't
dog.
you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy, even like that.
This dude took
You
two
really
shots
are
to the fucking body.
Not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you?
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro.
Is that a drawing error? Why is the
hurry up
cap
and
still
run.
on the bottle?
Run. And live. You gotta live.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
But that don't explain the press then. Why go to all that?
I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial.
That explains why
In
she's one of us
exchange for
dead.
all of your lives.
So that's what happened.
The fuck I do?
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Yeah, I don't understand the press
Is that
thing.
why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
Cap.
How dare you make fun of him? You call yourself
You
a
still
friend?
got the knife?
You enjoyed watching us suffer.
How she sneak that in here?
Fucking asshole!
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exisal. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh.
Okay.
So, what are everyone's plans now?
I don't know, big
With
dog.
the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
This is a...
Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet. We
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have the
not
whole
buying
truth. This case isn't over.
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand.
Hold up, what you got, Shuichi?
There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
A part of Maki's testimony that doesn't add up. I don't fucking know. Control panel. Maki becoming blackened.
Oh no!
What the fuck? Kokichi drinking. Okay, I saw a cap. Like, is that it? No.
Oh no!
Woo! Alright. Control panel being damaged. Okay.
That's it! Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar. But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
Hell no.
The security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
And why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
You're right, there must be some kind of reason behind all of these oddities. Yo. Finding that reason will help us find the hidden truth. So it should have went off as she got closer to it, but it didn't. Let's hear him out.
I did attempt to enter the hangar,
Alright.
and I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife.
Did you now?
At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, The alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with a knife?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
Let's see what you got. It seems like the alarm system itself was working properly. So what can we learn from that?
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
This one tough.
Perhaps
What
it
the
was
fuck?
turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with a knife?
I'm not going to tell any more lies. I
Okay,
did attempt
okay.
to enter.
Let me see this. Electro bomb with scattered particles, 50 yards. Oh wait, no. And Maki had one. So, what's this one? Okay. No, because it still would have made a sound. I'm thinking it's the electro bomb.
For the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Fuck.
Maybe it was just broken.
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel?
I think it's Kibo.
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
I think it's Kibo.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife.
At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated 100% certainty.
That's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
Straight goated.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
But Kokichi had two.
And the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Like, did Kaito sneak one?
I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
But we know that the alarm system was neutralized. It had to be. In that case, then...
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
The main objective of Kokichi using an electro bomb was... Y'all really about to make that ass? Alright. Keep Kibo away. Oh! Oh, I remember that!
That's it!
I remember that!
It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
That's why I crushed Kaito.
Deactivate the safety function?
Cause
The
I don't. It
electro
did some
bomb
weird
wouldn't have
pawns
just
thing
taken down
before.
the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but
Because if you really wanted
why
to
would
kill,
he do that?
I don't understand.
There's
Because if
only one
Maki,
reason that anyone would want to do that. If I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
what the fuck? What aspect of this case runs contrary to the new evidence? The mastermind of the killing game, Kaito's cause of death, the credibility of the death video. I'm going with this one. Okay. Dude, I didn't need to lose all that health. Like y'all wildin'.
That's it!
I knew it was one of them.
Kaito's cause of death.
What?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
Yes, the cause of death could now be...
This is it! The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
So Kokichi did
Right
do
after I
it.
threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press.
Kokichi. Come here, baby girl.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press.
Does it matter? You still killed
Both
him.
causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it.
Ah, fuck,
No
that's right.
matter what.
He didn't shoot Kaito with the arrow. Maki
No
did.
matter what?
Shit.
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too.
Wait! You mean me?
Right, Shuichi?
Exactly. They point to your superior. What the hell? Is it really possible to determine Kaito's actual cause of death? Yeah? I lost the health off that dumb shit? Bro. What kind of confidence is that? It's not possible.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
That was the stupidest question on
Can't
earth.
check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
So that's what you were trying to do.
What?
You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
He didn't even look.
Do you finally get it?
But
was my
Maki is the
plan.
whole reason that this was
The gimmick
unsolvable.
of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer.
Bruh.
No more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
That don't make any sense, bruh. Nah, dawg. This, hold up. Hey. Hear me out, man. This don't make any sense. Hear me out. If Maki shot Kaito with the arrow, why would Kokichi kill Kaito afterwards? Maki would have for sure been the blackened. Like, there would have been no reason to intervene. Unsolvable murder? My ass is only protecting Maki. It does Kokichi no benefit. None. He had all the power. There was no need to get involved. Maki shot Kaito. So why are we voting Kokichi right now? Why did he put him in the press? What the fuck? They gonna make me pick Kokichi anyway. I bet. Let me see. They gonna make me pick him anyway.
Hey! That's my line! I'm the one who decides when it's voting time!
Could I have picked anybody?
Come on, no one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already.
I'ma figure it out.
Right, Monokuma?
I'm the MVP.
Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Huh? Yes, of course.
Hold up.
What kind of a reaction is that?
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
Hey, hold up. If it disabled that safety function, it gotta hit those cameras up in there too.
Monokuma, do you not know who the culprit is either?
It hit the monitors, bro.
Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know who the culprit is.
Don't know, do you?
You couldn't watch from the monitors. They disabled it.
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
He couldn't see. What the fuck is this trial? If Monokuma doesn't know, what does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case.
Yes, that's it. So that's what Kokichi's real objective
You
was.
did have about 10 real objectives for
What are you
Kokichi.
talking about?
Nigga, which one is it?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
A murder Monokuma couldn't figure out?
But he was in the clear.
What's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
No, he ain't. That, I know that for
Consider
sure.
how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct?
But he didn't know,
That
because I
must
mean,
mean
if it was
he using
Kaito,
some way of monitoring us.
you didn't notice the
Perhaps there are
monitors?
hidden cameras strategically placed to avoid our detection.
Every investigation, I clicked on those things by
Can't say for
accident.
certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was.
The monitors.
The electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Himiko, shut your dumb ass
Before
up.
we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosols... Yes, the exosols weren't protecting Monokuma. They were.
Admiring him. Were they watching him? They had to be. Patrolling? Patrolling.
That's it! They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
Make sure he didn't see what was going on.
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
The exosols are on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him.
They would have been watching out for
They would
Shuichi.
have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't
Yeah.
go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an exosol, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, this class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. Maki, you was trolling us, bruh? So you shared instead. That way it'll be fair to all the participants. And he didn't see shit either.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the exosols to watch Monokuma.
Right.
Thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
Exactly.
I told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Shut up. Stop talking.
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
He isn't.
What?
Like, that much was fucking obvious.
Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
I could have told you that.
What?
Like, ain't no way this
Remember,
nigga the mastermind.
The reason we think that is because Kokichi told us. Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
Like I said, if we came in here with the notion that he killed Kaito, we would have voted him instantly.
I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me.
Then why aren't you up
The one
there?
who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is all me, baby.
Cap.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How'd we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the
They
mastermind.
did say they brought a robot up here. Kibo?
Well, I guess.
Keyboy?
But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma,
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
The trial 5s have never been
Tell
fair.
us, is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know.
Aren't you normally the forward one?
Kokichi?
I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth.
Nigga, what?
Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
and what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
No shit. There was so much dirt on this dude prior to trial 5. No fucking way.
Really true?
Reed done nothing but suspect him all game. There's no way he
I
was the
never once
mastermind.
said he was the mastermind.
Why would you?
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Y'all the only ones that fell for it.
That is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
We all would have voted him.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
You want to know? Then I'll tell you. I'm getting kind of bored with all the lying, so everything I say now will be the truth, okay?
His
That was
deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
What did he deduce?
But what about the Exosols?
Miyu.
If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so
Miyu,
easily?
bruh. I bet she had something to do with
He
it.
just used Mew's remote control, right?
Like, Miyu Ex Machinas all over the place.
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, You didn't know?
Shuichi, we've been over this.
Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
I could have
Kokichi
sworn he
just
told
slapped
us
the
that.
receiver on each of the exosouls and took them for a spin.
This nigga Kokichi got active.
Isn't
What
it
the
a bit
hell?
unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
The usurper.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Let me introduce you to my two friends, No and Shit.
Kokichi's lies the whole time?
You
What
guys,
were you trying
yeah.
to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Because we would have picked him as Kaito.
Now you're gonna be all quiet? Oh, this is so frustrating.
Again, man, this is what I brought up after Mew. I feel like this dude was trying to fucking stop
Why are you
it.
so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
Cause that's how these games work, Monokuma. Somebody behind you.
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
See that? That's the shit we make us think there's a
I
mastermind.
wanna know.
A real mastermind is not Kokichi. Who could it be? Kaito. I was thinking it was Junko, but that can't be. She's dead. We've never come in contact with her. If so, who's done this? Who planned this killing game? I'm thinking
this
Kibo
conversation
or
has flown
Kaito.
off the rails. Let's get things back on track.
Cause I'm
This
now
style is
convinced
to
I don't think
figure
he's
out
dead
who
anymore.
The culprit is, not the mastermind. So yeah, get to talking.
Cause like if Maki,
Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
cause he would have picked him.
Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too, so no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out. So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too.
Given the
This will be
circumstances,
the
I no
final
longer think that's
class
Kokichi.
trial. Me versus Monokuma!
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game?
Cause it doesn't make sense to kill Kaito when Maki's already shot him with a poisonous arrow.
The game's mastermind.
Like why the fuck would you then go and take his body and put it in the
That's
press,
how I'll win.
film it,
That's
and
why
then
I decided to
disable?
challenge Monokuma.
Like you disabled the cameras, you would have gotten away with it.
Monokuma till the very end.
Why
Then
film it
I'll
with a
be the
normal
winner.
camera?
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
He's doing everything to
As I
lose.
suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
That is for
Since
sure,
the
for
outside
sure not
world is a
Kokichi.
total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least
I'm not
I
buying it.
can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
I was on board at first, but I'm not buying it.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Like, I'm not sold anymore. I've got buyer's remorse. I'm taking it back.
Let's just get this started. If the students or
I want a refund.
Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
Notice how he said the others, but he mentioned me by name. He know what's up.
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
You mean I'm
Whose
not?
side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
What?
Who invited you?
He's on our side now?
Let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
That is hilarious.
Well, we were going to
I
do
ain't
it
ever
anyway.
seen that before. He had to
Let's
get in
just
there.
ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
That's hilarious. They really
Just
got his
focus
ass out
on
here.
the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore
What
you.
a car? The fuck?
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
Y'all shut up and listen.
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
That's why I suspect Kibo being a mastermind. We got another chapter. But then, like, I would assume Kaito would be behind this one then, right? Because this don't make any goddamn sense. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, what evidence needs to be analyzed again? This fucking... Hold up, where is it at? This.
This is it!
Yeah, explain that, please.
Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
Cause that don't make any damn sense. If it was Kokichi, this is some incriminating shit. Like, nigga, you clearly killed
Kokichi
Kaito.
said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
This is some damning shit.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But it wouldn't have
If
made
that were
sense.
the only objective, there would be no need to film it.
Like, he would have gotten away with it.
Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Shut up, Himiko.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
Yeah, like,
No reason, really.
if that's
just my
not
twisted
Kokichi,
personality.
then it makes total sense. You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. If you wanted Monokuma to make a mistake, then showing us the video. It must have something to do with trying to fool Monokuma. Taking the video of the murder, but keeping the victim's identity hidden. Exactly, that don't make any damn sense. What does it show? What doesn't it show? Where we going? Hangman's Gambit? Okay. 6 letters. What the fuck? What is this? Shit. Is it victim? Is it victim? It looks like victim. It's victim. Yeah, give me that. We're out of here. We're out of here. We're out of here. I only got 1 heart left. What? Alright, we're out of here. We're out of here.
The victim.
We're out of here. Huh? We're out of here. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it from the start. I had my doubts. That was not Kaito. I mean, it was Kaito, but he didn't fucking die. They tag team
Showed the
Kokichi.
moment of Kaito's death. Of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim.
Exactly. And it wouldn't have made
That
sense.
might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going
It
for.
wouldn't make sense to show him getting crushed and then like have no vitals in the damn Monokuma file.
Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
Can we dig up Kaede's old body and just squish that?
Where would he even
No.
get another body?
I didn't see nowhere.
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched.
But too bad. Switching the victims was impossible.
They pulled that shit in the first game. I ain't gonna cap. They pulled that in the first game.
The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim?
That's also a good
And
point.
we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause. Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage.
Pause,
Remember?
huh? Interesting.
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if
Pause.
the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
He told me. It's the pause button.
Oh, and what trick is that?
That little stutter shit. Cause I don't know if the hydraulic press does that because
See?
of human,
You
but it was
don't know,
disabled.
do you?
The safety
I already
function was.
said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done. So we can't just give up here.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well.
You got no choice.
So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places?
I sure can.
If Kaito is alive or not?
That nigga not dead.
Maki.
That nigga not dead.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I
'Cause
don't want that.
it wouldn't have made any sense. Are you crying right now?
And let's talk about the possibility that Makiro mentioned.
Himiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Then let's all talk it over together.
You going to the debate. We gotta go to the debate. Nah, fuck that. These dudes would have blew this case so bad if I wasn't here.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
They was not ready for this shit.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
Yes, there is.
Probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
It was still altered though.
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
That fucking
I knew
pause.
There was a trick to that video the whole time. Kokichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
Trick to the video. That right there, like wait for it, stop, and then crush. Like that's some bullshit. I don't know if it didn't do that with Kibo. I don't know if that was a safety function thing, but that was disabled. So it wouldn't have stopped. I'm on your ass.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
Which
There
one is
is
it?
no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something
Yeah.
seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Yes.
Could it be
Which one is it?
that the video was shot at another location?
No.
Any other bright ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
There
Yeah.
must be some trick to that.
That was disabled.
Video.
That's what you all gotta... figure out!
I'm gonna go with video
There is no
for
trick.
Kibo. I'm going with video for
There's no
Kibo.
editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press...
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, shit.
We can't let it end here.
Fucking Kibo killed me. But I agree with him though. It was probably a safety function.
There must be some trick to that video.
Yeah.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press...
What? Alright, is it hydraulic press? Is it hydraulic press?
There must be some trick
Is
to
it
that
hydraulic
video.
press?
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera. Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think? The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press...
Let's go!
I agree.
The hell?
Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated...
That shit did not stop for him.
press,
It did not stop for him. Like, it did not stop for bro. Damn.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
But in the video...
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Because somebody paused the video. Man, what the fuck? Oh my god. Alright, alright. Well, that's automatically not it. Is that it? Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that's probably not it. Anything up here? Dog, what? I feel like I'm wasting my time. Man. Did I do it?
I see it.
What the hell is this? Is that the press thing?
The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which
I'm
would've
thinking it's the
interfered with
camera. They talking about the
safety
force
function.
stop. But yeah, somebody could have easily
There's no way
paused
to
the
stop
video and
hydraulic press
stopped.
unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, Maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember.
Bullshit.
So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
Yes, you can.
That's true.
No, Himiko is not.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling.
Cause it got paused.
That would have clearly been caught on camera.
It got paused. It got paused.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Huh? Huh?
It's
What
got
do
a
you mean?
pause function, not a stop function.
You stopped something else at the same time you stopped the hydraulic press.
Like, he didn't stop recording, he just paused the video. Again with this shit? Alright. Alright, cool. Word. And there it is. There it is. We ain't gotta do no more investigating. I don't know why I went over there. Let's get you up out of here. Yeah, we need to get you up out of here. Get you all up out of here, coach. Yeah, let's go. Get it up out of here. What the hell? So glad I didn't pick y'all. Get them up out of here. Yeah, we need to get them up out of here.
The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
99,000 IQ, baby. Wait.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
What?
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me.
How? It's the same spot.
Now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
Cause
To get the trick we just described to work, the
yeah,
camera had to be
cause
set up
you
precisely.
couldn't see the body where they set it up. If you could, yeah, it was at the top somewhere. What the fuck? Is that the press? No, that's not it. No. That's not the press. That's not the press. That's not the press. That's not the press. It was set up here. What? Bullshit. I know the camera was set up here.
There!
Like, bruh, give me my heart back. Y'all robbed me.
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, you would have to be near the switch.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height.
So we couldn't see the body.
When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position, so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
I'm over the references.
That logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
still alive.
Before he was crushed by the press, he was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's
I knew it.
still alive.
I fucking knew it.
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
You ain't do shit.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he...
He is not the mastermind.
Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so... I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well. I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at the time. This is crazy. So they swapped places. And the real victim was Kokichi. The other person in the hangar. Give me my heart back. Y'all cheated me on that other one. If it wasn't for an old body, it could only be...
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
If I have the timeline right, there were only 2 people in the hangar at the time. Which means that something had to have been decided before. What on God's name? Is it... Okay, so this one's... It's gotta be victim again, right? Okay, yeah. You will see? Yeah, come here. Vitamin. Victim. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know. H. What? E. Help? Yeah. Okay. So Kokichi really was trying to help out.
What do you mean?
That nigga really helped. He was trying to end that killing game for real.
At the time the bodies were swapped.
Or maybe he just knew Kaito was the mastermind.
Working together.
Huh? Working together?
Either he knew Kaito was like the mastermind or some shit, which would be crazy, or he was trying to help Kaito stop the killing game, and Maki was just not in on the plan. That's the only reason she would have came in and tried to kill this dude if they were doing this shit. Like, what the fuck?
If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped, then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, Both people operated the press and camera at different times. An impossible trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
Victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk. So, have you realized who done it yet?
Yeah. The culprit of this case. My detective work hasn't failed me. The culprit inside the exisal can only be them. That's you, buddy. Shoot, big dog. Big dog.
The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means...
Big dog, big dog.
Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first. If the two of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito.
It was Kaito. It's Kaito.
So, the person inside that exisal isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
What did you say?
So I want to know how the hell this
culprit
happened.
For this case is Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
I gotta see what the fuck happened between
Kaito
y'all,
is
man.
the
What the
culprit?
fuck? How do we get this plan going?
You're joking, right? You can't be serious.
I don't want to believe it either, but it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit. There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Nigga, what?
Wait, you? But didn't you say...
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
When you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
I don't understand.
And y'all wanted me to entrust a class trial to these guys. Hell nah. Trying to protect Kaito. Still, like, I could never put my life in their hands? Are you seeing this? Hell
There's
no.
only one antidote. So it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
But they
It's
don't
not
explain
decided yet.
Kokichi though.
I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote!
But why would he kill Kaito
There's
knowing
no
that we won't?
mistake. Kaito is dead.
Like, we would have so picked Kokichi.
Killed Kaito.
He should have been dead by now.
No doubt. That's the truth.
Nah, Kokichi, if he drank the antidote, but like he showed us a video of him crushing Kaito, so that blood had to have come from somewhere. We still think it's Kaito.
But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility.
What are you talking about? Impossible. That's impossible.
How?
There is no other possibility. I killed Kaito!
You want to die so bad. But I don't want to let you because then that leads to me getting blasted.
I
Oh, shit.
killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong.
Fuck.
He died from my poison arrow.
Shit.
There's no other possibility.
There we go. There we go. We getting it. We getting it.
What do you know? I killed Kaito!
We here.
You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison
Fuck.
arrow. There's no other possibility.
We here. We here.
What do you know?
Fuck. There we go.
It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you,
Fuck.
this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn
I didn't hit-
annoying. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying.
Come on.
I was at the
Let's
scene.
get it.
So I
Let's get
know
it.
I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe
I'm
I
here.
didn't kill him. But I won't run
I'm
away
here.
from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw.
Fastest
I was
foot
at the
masher.
scene. So I know I'm
And
not
you cheating
wrong.
too. They are
Sorry
cheating
I
they
kept
tits
quiet
off.
till
And I'm
now.
still beating your ass.
I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run
Criticals,
away from the
baby.
truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I
Fuck.
know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't
Almost.
kill him.
There we go.
I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
Pretended to drink the antidote.
It ends here!
Clutch! Damn. Clutch.
Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He
Kobe.
didn't actually drink it.
He pretended
John.
to drink it.
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie.
Don't fuck with me, Maki. That's 3 times I had
Maki
to
could
body
only
you.
see so much through the window.
You
She
tweaking
can't
out here.
confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote. After Maki left, he gave the antidote to Kaito.
But why would he? This is what I'm not understanding.
There's a
Why?
strong possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Make him cooperate?
If he survived, then Maki would be the blackened.
The
'Cause
swapping
she
trick
still
required the
shot
victim and
Kokichi.
culprit to work together.
And if-
Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily. He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life. That's just Kaito's character, and Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
Nah, cause Kokichi still got shot by
Should this
Maki.
plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
I have no idea.
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us.
It worked.
You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
he went so far as to give up his life.
Game 2 will
just to
tell you
create
something
this
about that.
mystery?
Only Kokichi could think of something so nefarious.
I love that word,
Who else would be willing
nefarious.
to die just to execute their plan?
Why would he go that far?
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what.
It almost worked until you put
But
Big
too
Diesel on the
bad.
team.
Shuichi figured out the truth.
Truth? Are you sure it's not delusion?
What could you
Delusion?
possibly fight back with?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Extras?
I'm fine with being an extra.
Nigga, I'm a main eventer. I'm the whole reason we're here.
Why?
If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth.
It's not Kokichi.
But why? You are being so friendly with us.
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Kaito, I believe in you.
Why did you respond to that? If you're cooperating with this plan, you must have a reason. To determine that reason, I need to reveal the truth.
I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
Hold up, this the comic book? Is there? Alright, what's this? After receiving the item, he becomes culprit. Electro bomb. Yeah. And then he was hit. And then last but not least,
This is the truth of the case! Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab. She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an Exisal and climbed inside. She knew Exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strychnine poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the Blackened, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The strychnine poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar. So she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow. But it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the Strychnine poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time. The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places and also switched roles. The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera. Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi. They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick. The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut. I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
That was an insane plan. What the fuck?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
He did the closing argument, bruh.
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
Big dog?
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Big dog?
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
Nah. I'm never wrong. See, he said his stuff was flawless.
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you?
Nigga, what more evidence do you need?
You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up.
Well, it has a pause.
So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay.
Wait, see? Kibo gets it.
I've learned. I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma.
Who doesn't know who the culprit is?
What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
You mean to ruin the killing game itself? That's why Kaito's been so stubborn all this time. But what does he mean by ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How do you ruin something like that? What would be the point? So...
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
You a coattail rider too, I see it. Hey, I feel it, Monokuma. That's good cap. And now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic. And I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic. It's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito. Not as a detective, but as Shuichi Saihara.
Can I just say something?
There's more?
Conversation before we vote.
One last conversation?
About what?
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
Oh, this is rich. What more can I do?
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exosaw?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died,
Yeah.
and the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
Shuichi!
Kaito's trying to ruin the game. That's why he's hiding the truth. I don't know exactly why, but he's putting his life on the line for it. To put my faith in him, this is the only way. Everything that is determined up till now, what if I turned it all on its... So we gotta lie?
Alright, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
With what?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that
Kokichi's
correct?
the one who died.
Of course not!
Is Monokuma the only one I gotta refute?
I trust Shuichi!
Why would that prove that he's... Alright.
Alright, let's pin this down.
Let's
Who is inside that
see.
exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito.
I am doodoo butter.
Right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died.
I'll reveal the truth.
Go Ted.
Kokichi,
Duh.
I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
Huh?
What?
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth.
This is bad cap.
Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Oh, hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
Nigga, what? Kaito's trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin the class trial. If Kaito is risking his life to do this, then I'll stand by him. I don't believe what I'm seeing right now. What the hell going on? Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work. Fine, I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito.
I'm totally voting for Kaito.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming. But as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all.
I'm not.
If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
How would you know? You don't even know the culprit.
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito.
We can't vote for Kaito.
That's enough.
Huh?
It's over. If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
Big dog.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
Kaito,
Just
yes!
like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else.
Yeah,
So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning.
I really
That's
am.
what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started.
Well said. Let's get this started then. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
can we appreciate how good of a Kokichi this man was? You hate someone so much, you start to emulate them. This dude capped his ass off for this entire trial. Good cap, bro. You still gotta get clapped, though.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Big dog.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Again, how would you know? Well, I mean, now you know, but if he hadn't came out, him and his damn Sasuke haircut, they gotta get claptivated. All rise. All of my winnings. All of my earnings. What the fuck? Gave me a B for what? Anyway, look. That was the craziest trial out of all of these. They still don't beat Chapter 5 in Game 2. But this one was definitely up there with the fuckery. This is... yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. I don't even know what to say.